It's an all-Eastern Conference matchup in today's game as the Pistons come into town. For this one, Pacers looking to make the most out of their home court advantage here in Indianapolis. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball here with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. I'm Kevin Harlan. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Monroe and Drummond there inside. Jennings out there with Reggie Jackson. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Hill kicks to George. Here's West. Feeds to Hill. From deep. With possession here. Jackson with it. West picks him up. Jackson passes to Drummond. Outside for Jackson. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession.
He had no choice but to lunge for that pass to stop it from getting through.
Well, that was a good job. It could have been a quick bucket if he doesn't knock it out of bounds there.
Left side, Butler. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. Butler's got his first points in this one.
You look at the front line of this Pistons team and how big and active and aggressive they are. It's not a surprise that this Detroit team led the way in offensive rebounds last season.
And the Pacers can't get it to go. Jackson drives in. Jennings against West. Jennings dishes to Drummond. The kick outside to Butler. Just 5 on the clock. Jennings with the bucket.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Now here is Hill. Stuckey into the lane. And that one's good.
The first bucket for this offense, 1 of 4 to start the game.
Jennings kicks to Butler. Knocked loose. And now here's George, the fence.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up. Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
Wow, and now it's just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Fantastic basketball in the open floor.
First passes to Hibbert.
Roy Hibbert, one of the premier defensive big men in the game. Among the league's top shot blockers, he anchored the #1 defense in the NBA.
First free throw is good. And it's tied up with that one.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Jennings dishes to Jackson. The shot by Butler, nobody around. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And Hibbert has really become the league's foremost practitioner of the rule of verticality, the straight-up denial at the rim or in the paint. Being able to contest shots effectively without fouling. And because he's so big, that huge frame allows him to absorb contact and disrupt shots around the basket without even touching the ball sometimes.
Stuckey can't get it to go. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at him.
And this is where you just start picking apart the defense, and now you take their confidence away. You can really take control of this game.
Hill kicks to Stuckey. Stuckey with another miss. And as officials become more aware of Hibbert's game, Steve, they're letting him play.
Well, and he still reminds the officials before every game. He says, hey, I'm going straight up tonight. Coach Vogel echoing that. He says he's the best in the league at the verticality rule, and let's honor that. Well, last season for Butler, he knew he was going to be in a rebuilding situation with the Bucks, but when they bought him out at the end of February, he had a chance to join a real contender.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Indiana. The kick out to Hill. They get it back. Pistons leading by 8. And there's the foul. It goes on C.J. Miles. That's his first foul. And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
And with Butler, as you said, a chance to join a team with title holders. Ended up spurning the Heat, a team he came up with, and joined the Thunder instead.
The Pacers making a change here. Stuckey's checked in. Now here is Monroe. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And Butler in his 13th season looking for a little more stability after bouncing from the Clippers to the Suns to the Milwaukee Bucks and to the Thunder last season.
Well, as long as he's hitting those threes, he's got something left to contribute. He was thrilled to get to Oklahoma City last year and make that deep playoff run.
And it's Hill penetrating and stolen by Jennings. And it's sent back by George. Kicks to Hibbert. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. That's good for George on the assist from Roy Hibbert. 6 points for Paul George.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Jennings can't get it to go.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
Yeah, and even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
Stuckey with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. A different look here for Detroit. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Drummond. Prince comes in for Butler. And it's Jody Meeks in for Brandon Jennings. Pistons leading by 6. Prince kicks to Monroe. The pass to Meeks. Prince, right side.
Well, Tayshaun Prince, a terrific player in his time with that championship Detroit Pistons team in years past, but his decline over the last 5 years has been noticeable. Ever since he hit 30, it's been downhill.
And for Prince, now 34 years of age, with this season and next left on his contract.
Yeah, still a smart veteran who doesn't make many mistakes, but it's certainly clear that his best days are behind him.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Outside Prince. Tolliver for 3, and he gets the bucket. Tolliver's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, they've yet to string many stops together.
Just seems like they've been a step slow here.
Scola, a screen on Jackson. And there's the foul. It's on C.J. Watson. That is his first foul of the game.
Great defense. He anticipated the play and got there first.
Yeah, I think he got there in time. Nice play.
It's Jackson with the drive.
They've built a big lead here early.
Both defensively and offensively. They've been terrific right from the tip.
Pacers trail by 13. Watson kicks to Mahimi. There's the pick. Now the feed to Scola. Shot clock at 6. They need this. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And Detroit with a change here too. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Hibbert with the block.
Take a look at the rebound totals, guys. That's +5 now on the glass.
And Steve, I don't think there's any question which team came out with more energy and enthusiasm. You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you got to continue to go to the well.
Now Stuckey following Prince's three-point attempt. There's passes to Hill. Rodney Stuckey on the wing. Money from the wing. Stuckey's got 6 points.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
Here's Caldwell Pope. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And we reached the end of the first quarter. The Pistons on top, up 9. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
Really good sign offensively the way they started this game out, getting a lot of hoops from close range.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to get baskets inside. I know you were a three-point shooter, Steve, and a really good one, but it's always easier to score in the paint.
Paul George is the 3 with David West at the 4. Rodney Stuckey out there with George Hill. And it's Hibbert in the center position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. West. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Up strong off the offensive rebound.
What a play. They can cut this lead down if they start converting more of their second points.
I'm with you there.
Yeah, but you wonder, where were those earlier? They're just hustling more now. You know, the league doesn't always update players' heights after they enter the league. Paul George, 6'10", after a late growth spurt following his rookie season in the NBA.
And he can't get the first one. And Paul George with great athleticism and fluidity at his side.
Yeah, he makes it really look easy. He's a very gifted athlete, extremely quick. And not only a foot, but his hands are quick too. He's not just a scorer or defender. I mean, he's got a chance to be one of the best do-it-all players in the league as he continues to grow as a passer and ball handler. And rebounding, he's one of the best at his position right now in the league.
Here's Prince. And another shot. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
And the Pistons making a change here. Butler's checked in. So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.